Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. Welcome back to Cricket Happenings as usual. And on this particular Cricket Happening show, we go to the ICC World Cup qualifiers, the Super Sixes, which is happening, which is really hotting up right now. As today, Afghanistan collected their second consecutive win in the Super Six when they went on to hit the United Arab Emirates, the home team in Dubai, I suppose. Well, yes, it was played in. Actually, the match was played. The 30th match it was played at Harare. I'm sorry about it. So, United Arab Emirates were beaten by Afghanistan, winning the match by 5 wickets. So, thus making this Super Sixes very interesting because, as the Afghanistan captain Rashid Khan said, with the match coming up against Ireland, which would be a very crucial game, which will definitely decide the destiny of all the teams in the Super Sixes as to which are the two teams that will contest the finals of the ICC World Cup qualifiers, and those are the two teams. That is the one which wins the tournament, the ICC World Cup qualifiers, and also the one who's the finalists would be the ones who would be marching to the 2019 World Cup in the United Kingdom. But so I'm going to talk about this match between United Arab Emirates and Afghanistan in a very brief manner. And in Pakistan Super League, there was an interesting match that happened, which came down all the way down to the wire when 25 runs were required for the Quetta Gladiators to win the match. Dawson was the bowler, the spinner, and Anwar Ali was picking him up for sixes as he hit 23 runs in that particular over. And finally, Quetta Gladiators were pushed away from the Pakistan Super League in the eliminator, and that meant that it was the other team which actually won the match, that is the Peshawar Zalmi led by Darren Sami, and Hassan Ali was the man of the match. So I'll be talking about that in a brief manner as well. But first, let's head off to the 30th match in the ICC World Cup qualifiers. We are talking about the Super Sixes, and United Arab Emirates were the ones who batted first. And they definitely looked in all sorts of trouble. There was, if you look at the United Arab Emirates card, they were bowled out for 177. Shaiman Anwar, who one knows that he is someone who can be always relied upon as far as United Arab Emirates is concerned. He came up with the goods. He made 64 of 87 balls with 4 fours and 1 6. Normally, Shaiman Anwar is someone who likes to get on with the game, tries to really pummel the ball to all parts of the ground, but he played in a very matured fashion to actually score 64, holding the innings together for this United Arab Emirates team. And the other major contribution was Mohammad Naveed. Towards the end of the innings, he slogged the Afghanistan bowlers to such an extent that he rammed 45 of just 20 deliveries, which included 7 fours and 2 wonderful sixes. And this was the story. So basically, it was all about the Afghanistan captain Rashid Khan really spinning a wheel into the UAE ranks here with 9 overs, no maiden, 41 runs and 5 wickets for him. And Rashid Khan is on towards a fantastic record. I mean, he needs only, I think he has 96 wickets in ODIs. And if at all, if he can get those 4 wickets in 9 matches, which I'm sure it is going to happen, he would be the first one in the annals of ODI history to be the fastest one to 100 wickets in ODI history, and that would be another feather in his cap, according to me. And Mujibur Rahman, who has been doing a fantastic job for Afghanistan, once again did a marvelous job. 9 overs, 2 maidens, 26 runs and 1 wicket, and these were the major ones. And then Dawlat Zadran at the top, 8 overs, 1 maiden, 3 for 45. Gulbuddin Naib, 4 overs, 9 for 10, 5 overs for 21 for Sharafuddin Ashraf, and 8 overs, 1 for 33 for the captain Mohammad Nabi Rada Mofi. Mohammad Nabi, Rashid Khan is the captain. So United Arab Emirates, if you look at the card, does not make any happy reading. Rohan Mustafa was out for 4 of 17 deliveries, 1 4. Chirag Suri fell for 22 of 72 balls with 1 4. He scratched around. Ghulam Shabbar out for 6 of 7 balls, 1 4. Mohammad Bhuta 3 of 5 balls. Shaiman Anwar has 64 of 87 balls, 4 fours, 1 6. Mohammad Usman made 13 of 18 deliveries. Adnan Mufti 2 of 11 deliveries, Ahmed Raza 4, Imran Haider was not on 1, Qadir Ahmed was out for 4, and the United Arab Emirates were ground out to 177. Now Afghanistan were given a target of 178, and it really proved a sort of a very tough thing for them, as definitely the half of the Afghanistan batsmen were back in the pavilion with some very good bowling from Mohammad Naveed, Qadir Ahmed and Ahmed Raza, who had reduced the Afghanistan to such an extent that at one time the score read 54 for 5. They were absolutely on the ropes. But hope was there with Najbullah Zadran, who was there in the middle, and the opener Gulbuddin Naib, who definitely has the capability of hitting really long. And these were the ones who rescued them from 54 for 5. There was no looking back for Afghanistan, and this is what Afghanistan is capable of, and they showed it by putting on 124 runs unbeaten partnership to win the match by 5 wickets, and that too with 15 overs to spare. So that really tells you the tale. Gulbuddin Naib was not out on 74 of 97 deliveries, 4 fours and 2 sixes, and Najbullah Zadran, a talented batsman from Afghanistan, not out on 63 of 64 balls, 5 fours and 2 sixes. In fact, Afghanistan experimenting today, not sending Rahmat Shah to open with Mohammad Shahzad, instead getting Gulbuddin Naib to open the innings, and Gulbuddin Naib definitely proved a point here that he could be end up as a good opener, because he made 74 useful runs to take Afghanistan to victory, and he was the man of the match as well. Shahzad was out for 3, Mohammad Naveed for 6, Rahmat Shah for 16 of 20, that was 2 4, Saimila Shanwari 2 of 3 balls, Asghar Stanigzai playing today but failed to the bat, out for 4, and also Mohammad Nabi failed to the bat. So the I would say absolutely the cream of the Afghanistan batting lineup was into the pavilion with the score reading 54 for 5, but finally, as I said, Afghanistan have the determination in front of them always, and that's what one saw with Gulbuddin Naib and Najbullah Zadran combining beautifully to take Afghanistan to a 5-wicket victory. And let's have a look at the United Arab Emirates bowling figures here. Mohammad Nabi did a fine job, 8 overs 2 for 37, the pace bowler. Qadir Ahmed also did a fine job, 8 overs 2 for 38. Ahmed Raza 5 overs 1 for 31, 8.3 overs none for 41 for Rohan Mustafa, and Imran Haider bowled 5 overs none for 27. So not a bad bowling from United Arab Emirates. They definitely gave it a good try, but in the end it was Afghanistan who prevailed over them, and definitely full marks to Afghanistan after being 54 for 5, absolutely on the ropes, and then coming up with a triumph over United Arab Emirates in a very convincing manner in the final analysis. So well done, Afghanistan. So Afghanistan have got a stranglehold right now, but their crucial game, which is coming up against Ireland, will definitely determine their fate, whether they would romp into the finals of the ICC World Cup qualifiers, which they would definitely be targeting, and I'm sure they are eyeing that for sure, because they play with iron determination. So that's what, as far as Afghanistan and United Arab Emirates are concerned. Now let's talk about the eliminator that happened between. This was a very interesting match. It was the eliminator in the Pakistan Super League, which was played at Lahore, where Quetta Gladiators were taking on the Peshawar Zalmi, and Peshawar Zalmi, as I said, pushed the Quetta Gladiators out of the PSL in this eliminator by just 1 run. So that really would be something which would be paining for the Quetta Gladiators. Now let's have a look at the Peshawar Zalmi innings. The Peshawar Zalmi, if you look at the card, they were all out for 157. Again, the highest scorer being Liam Dawson, who had was given the responsibility by his captain of going and bowling the final over, which really, and he was hit badly, as you would remember, by Anwar Ali, but still I think I would say Peshawar Zalmi just scraped through here, but nevertheless they have done their bit here. Liam Dawson was the highest scorer with 62 of 35 deliveries, 6 fours and 4 sixes. The other highest scorer was Tamim Iqbal at the top. He made 27 of 29, 5 fours. 25 contribution coming in from Mohammad Hafiz of 14 deliveries, 4 fours, 1 6. Kamran Akmal was out for naught. Andrew Fletcher was out for 1. Saad Nasim out for 9. Umaid Asif for 7. Sami made only 2 runs. Wahab Riaz made 15. 4 to Hassan Ali. And 157 all out. Mohammad Nawaz 1 for 21. But Rahat Ali, who took the man of the match, 4 overs, no maiden. Sorry, Hassan Ali was the man of the match. I have to just have a look at what happened. I think it was Rahat Ali who did the damage. So it was Hassan Ali who was given the man of the match. Rahat Ali did a fine job, according to me. 4 overs, 4 for 16 for Rahat Ali. And 1 wicket apiece to Mir Hamza, Hassan Khan Mahmudullah, and 2 wickets to Tisra Pereira. Now, Quetta Gladiators in that chase were really stretched. I mean, I thought it was Peshawar Zalmi bowlers were defending this score very well for them, with Asad Shafiq out for naught, Kohler Cadmore out for 5, Mohammad Nawaz and Sarfraz Ahmed chipping in with 35 apiece. So that was good. And in fact, really Razu failed to the bat. He was out for 8. Mahmudullah for 19 of 20. And Tisra Pereira was out for 12. So that really piled on the pressure. And finally, as I said, matters came down to a really tizzy, I would say, because in fact, Liam Dawson, the spinner, was entrusted the job of bowling the final over to the Quetta Gladiators with Anwar Ali at the crease, and Liam Dawson had a huge responsibility, and the equation was 25 runs of 6 deliveries. But in fact, Anwar Ali surprised everybody here at the ground by getting the match so close. And as I said, it was unfortunate that Quetta Gladiators couldn't get through, but Anwar Ali provided wholesome entertainment to the spectators which were assembled here, as he came down the wicket and swatted 3 sixes in 1 over. And as I said, he had 23 runs taken. He hit 3 sixes and 1 4 in that knock, and he was not out on 28 of 14 deliveries, 1 4 and 3 sixes, and boundary was required, and he could gather only 2 runs. And the final analysis, the score read Quetta Gladiators 156 for 9, but Anwar Ali provided good entertainment. And 156 for 9, and that was the end. As I said, Quetta Gladiators are out of the Pakistan Super League, and Peshawar Zalmi would be celebrating. 2 for 21 for Hassan Ali was the man of the match. 2 for 21 for Samin Gul. 2 for 26 for Wahab Riaz. Everyone bowling their full quotas first. But look at Liam Dawson's figures. 4 overs was slammed for 52 runs. And despite that, he was the one who was given the ball by the Peshawar Zalmi captain. Well, so that's it. So Peshawar Zalmi has advanced, and that's it. So that's it as far as this particular matches are concerned. Now, before I go, let me tell you, as you know, the other day in the second test match, Kagiso Rabada, after that episode or the incident that happened, he was actually fined by the ICC with demerit points, and it was said that he would be out of cricket for the remainder of the series. And then recently, Kagiso Rabada appealed for it, and in fact, I have to say that Kagiso Rabada was victorious, as the court actually studied the case, and they came up with the conclusion that they actually lessened the demerit points for him, thus paving the way for Kagiso Rabada to take part in the 3rd test match against Australia. And what a stirring contest that is going to be, because I'm very happy for Kagiso Rabada that he has escaped it, and he has been passed away. As I said, the demerit points have been lessened, and that has enabled him to get back to them. And South Africa would be absolutely buoyed up after hearing the news that Kagiso Rabada would be a part of the plans. Would be a part of the test team when the Australians and South Africa play the 3rd test match at Newlands. Well, dear, I'm very happy for Kagiso Rabada, and it would be a stirring contest, according to me, in the 3rd test match, with both I would say locking horns at Newlands, with the current situation being 1-1 in favor of Australia and South Africa. So that is something that I wanted to say. Other than that, dear fans and subscribers, I don't have anything else to talk about. It's about time for me to pull the curtain down on this cricket show today by bidding you all a very good night.